Welcome back to Cincinnati. It is time for the really big stories, but we have a special guest singer, and her name is Courtney.
Really big stories.
Nice job, Courtney.
Courtney's been scarred for life.
She had no idea she was going to have to do that.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's start with this very, very strange but important story. A woman calls 911 over a mugshot that she didn't like. She was arrested, and she saw her mugshot in, I guess, a local paper in Georgia.
In the bad and busted section of the paper.
And she didn't like the way the mugshot looked at all.
She didn't mind having a mugshot.
No. But then she called 911 again.
Called them and said, I really didn't like that mugshot that showed up in the paper, and well, the police didn't take that too kindly. As a matter of fact, she was tying up an emergency line, so they arrested her again.
And she got another mugshot.
Let's show everyone. This is the first one. Can you guys?
And I don't blame her.
Please, I will clear this courtroom.
No, it's not.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, they could at least let her do something about the bags.
And then
Little lipstick. Yeah.
the second picture, she was, I think, ready when they came to get her, and she dressed up a little bit. She's got a nice.
Wow. Is that a blonde wig?
That's a Dolly Parton wig.
Can you guys see that over there?
She got arrested the second time for mugging Dolly Parton.
So the moral of the story is don't call 911 unless you have an emergency, especially if you don't like the photo that you had the first time around.
I got to tell you about this goat guy in Utah.
Goat guy?
Yeah. I didn't know there were goats near Salt Lake, but apparently there's herds of wild goats, and there's a grown man dressed up like a goat running with the herds. Now, wildlife officials are kind of upset for him. They're worried about him. They say he's probably unaware of the danger that he's in because hunting season is about to start. I didn't know you hunted goats either. But I guess it's a safety concern. And he says, you know what? He's not doing anything illegal. You know, some people are just very enthusiastic about wildlife.
He just wants to go out and run with the goats?
Be like a goat.
Is he in a goat outfit?
He's in a goat outfit, like from
Do we have a
head
picture of that?
to hoof.
Where do you find the goat outfit?
I don't know. He may have made it himself. I don't know. But one observer says, there's obviously something off. Are you kidding me?
Wow.
So don't do that. If you want to do that, don't do that during goat hunting
season.
season.
Not at all.
I think this next story is something ladies will feel, I don't know, that their man should probably do.
Yeah, a lot of the guys will be watching right now saying, oh no, really? There was a man who was deployed to the Middle East, and he left a box that had 241 love letters in it for his wife.
One for each day.
One for each day that he was gone. And so each day she would take a letter out of the box and videotape herself and then send it to him so he could see that she was reading each of the letters.
I wanted to skip that story. All right, a shoplifter, a woman shoplifting in Pennsylvania, in order to get away from the police, decided to tear off her shirt.
Wiggled right on out of it.
Yeah.
And ran...
To the car?
Yes.
Through the parking lot?
Naked, right through the store, into the parking lot. And wasn't the object, if you're shoplifting, to be as discreet as possible?
You would think so, yeah.
Yeah, I think she drew more attention. The police ended up arresting her, and yeah.
Over and over again.
It was an ugly...
She wasn't shoplifting a bra or anything. It was like diapers or something.
Not at all. Obviously not.
She should go back.
One of the other stories Amanda and I were talking about has to do with plastic surgeries. Anybody thought about plastic surgery ever? And you know, you think about.
Come on, raise your hand.
No, you think about the plastic surgery, a facelift, the normal traditional plastic surgery, a facelift, maybe a belly or something. But no, this person wants to have plastic surgery on their toes.
There's a new epidemic of toe-obesity.
Yeah, they think that their toes are too big, and there is a plastic surgeon in New York who is performing the toe-obesity surgeries.
He'll resculpt your toes for you.
Yeah.
I was thinking, well, these people must be so gorgeous Because, I mean, I have so many things. I would have
can think of
lifted,
a
touched,
zillion
sexed
other things,
before
yes.
I'd get to my toes.
Me too. Last on the list.
By the way, I don't know if Tyler can maybe get a shot of Brandy's hot-looking shoes down there.
Oh, my new shoes?
Yeah, look at
see my
those,
shoes?
huh? You like those? Yeah.
I like them.
Put your foot out there,
Like
girlfriend.
that? They're a little different than the normal flip-flops, aren't they?
All right, there you go, ladies and gentlemen, the really big stories for tonight.